This program is sponsored by Reliance Digital, personalizing technology.
Hello and welcome to Prudent Media. My name is Sachin Chatte and on this program we take a look at the latest releases. Today we will review two films. One is the latest Omen film and the other is Love Lies Bleeding. Directed by Rose Glass, Love Lies Bleeding is a slow burn crime thriller that pays off at the end of it all. There is blood, there is gore, there is violence, and to some degree, the reason leading to it all, which is love. With the right ingredients in the right measure, the director manages to pull off this passionate story of star-crossed lovers who are both looking to break free. Like the characters that are literally on steroid, the film builds up steadily and throws the odd punch every now and then to catch you off guard. Even though there is action, blood, and murder, it is a welcome relief from those big-budget Hollywood films. Kristen Stewart plays Lou. She is a gym manager who also cleans the toilet and takes care of the place. You can tell that she is a loner. She is there only to take care of her elder sister whose husband is a wife-beater. But as it has often happened, violence is mistaken for love. Lou is referred to as a dyke, giving indication of a preference, and a world turns topsy-turvy when Daisy, played by Anna Baryshnikov, a muscular and ripped bodybuilder who is a drifter of sorts, lands in her life. Daisy's goal is to compete in the bodybuilding competition in Vegas and to win the competition. Ed Harris plays Lou's father. The two are not on talking terms because he is a gangster and a ruthless one at that. While both the lovebirds want to break free and enjoy life, fate has some other plans in store where one killing leads to another. Jealousy, anger, hatred, revenge, we see all the hues in the characters. In fact, it is the characters that are primarily the soul of the film. At times, their motives appear selfish but even somewhat justified. In the climax, there is a scene where the director shows that she doesn't mind bending the rules rather than play it straight in the conventional manner. The lead cast of Kristen Stewart and Anna Baryshnikov is terrific. The former is spot on with her vulnerability and the latter not only shows her emotions but the physical transformation is also admirable. The duo and the director successfully pushed the films a few notches higher, and I'm going to go with 3.5 out of 5 stars for Love Lies Bleeding. And now let's take a look at the horror flick, The First Omen. The First Omen is also the first prequel in the Omen franchise that started almost 5 decades ago, back in 1976. While the first film was a big box office success, the subsequent ones weren't quite up to the mark. There was also a rather lame and unsuccessful reboot back in 2006. Directed by Arkasha Stevenson, The First Omen has events that led up to Damien, the young fella with 666 etched on him, coming to the American ambassador's home in Italy. We see a passport-sized photograph of Gregory Peck on a file towards the end of the film, which undoubtedly was the best part of the film, and the manner in which the two films tie up is also interesting. But leading to that, it is a mixed bag. The horror genre has been done to death and there is hardly any novelty that these films have to offer. The issue with the screenplay here and in many films from the genre is that the behavior of the characters. Sometimes they behave in an extraordinarily smart manner like Sherlock Holmes, and the next moment they are doing something very odd and silly in an unconvincing manner. Set in 1971 in Rome, when the city is plagued with protest between the left wing and the right wing, a young American girl called Margaret, which is played by Neil Tiger Free, comes to an orphanage run by nuns, and it is amply clear that there is something sinister going on there. When scenes are shot in candlelight with darkness, when there is ample electricity available, you know that all is not well with the place or even with the filmmaking. Later, we even see a meeting of the nuns with a bunch of candles lit around them just for effect. There is a young girl at the orphanage who makes those strange drawings where people look like they are tearing their hair out and even other people's hair out. Margaret takes keen interest in her while sharing her room with Luz, who wears short skirts and likes to enjoy nightlife before she can take her vows. She ropes in the young American too. The film doesn't shy from making a point that organized religion is about power and control, and the look on the faces of the elderly nuns there tells us that they are up to no good. Father Brennan, played by Ralph Ineson, knows what is brewing and tries to warn Margaret about the conspiracy. Since this is a horror film, he meets her in broad daylight in public but tells her to come to his room late in the night so that he can tell her more about what is brewing. Margaret then decides to look for the files where the information about the children is stored, and very conveniently, she finds the hidden key and the secret door where all these files are kept. It is that kind of lazy writing that prevents the film from rising above the ordinary. While there is the odd scene that holds your attention, the pacing of the film is also an issue. You want them to move on and get on with it instead of dragging the scenes. If you are going to make the audience wait, then it better be worth the wait. All in all, this is not a bad Omen, but it's not good either. I'm going to go with 2.5 out of 5 stars for the first Omen. Well, that's what I thought of the films that were released this week. Do let us know what you think, and I'll be back with you next week with more movie reviews. Till then, it's goodbye from me.
This program was sponsored by Reliance Digital, personalizing technology.